Approaching the boxing ring is Brazil's TRINIDADE. He'll be operating out of the red corner.
And now, please welcome in the blue corner of the ring, the boxer representing the Republic of Kazakhstan, Makhmud SABYRKHAN.
His opponent is Makhmud SABYRKHAN of Kazakhstan, approaching the blue corner. Well, you've got to live the sport indeed. Skin ink on the bicep of the Brazilian coach ringside. Our referee is Yuri Lyobarsky of Ukraine. So we're underway then, quarterfinal action in the 54-kilogram bantamweight division between boxers from Brazil and Kazakhstan. The man wearing red is a Brazilian boxer from Pará State, 20-year-old Mikhail TRINIDADE, part of a 10-man Brazilian boxing team. His opponent is Makhmud SABYRKHAN, one of the speediest boxers in action here at Belgrade 2021. Both men have boxed very impressively so far. It's the third bout of the tournament for both of the athletes in this, their first Senior World Boxing Championships appearance. Both men have produced eye-catching performances. It's a real contrast in styles, this. SABYRKHAN looking to implement his speed, currently operating as an orthodox boxer, but he's an amazing switch hitter, and there's no drop-off in quality when he switches to the port-sided stance. TRINIDADE, heavy puncher, scored a second-round stoppage in his first contest in the round of 32, and a standing count when he outpointed Mohamed Sachli of Turkey in the second preliminary round. I've mentioned the man in blue's speed. Here he's electing to hold his feet as he's picked off by a left hand while remaining in the pocket, then a right hand success. But SABYRKHAN, often a shorter man in and around this division. That was certainly the case when he boxed Kim In-kyu, the 2017 World Championship bronze medalist, and by staying in the pocket and not utilizing his blistering foot speed, while TRINIDADE is having success finding him with straight punches. Currently, as a southpaw boxer now, is SABYRKHAN. And again, he one of the 10 Kazakh quarter-finalists as he scores with a beautiful reverse 1-2, then scores again and weaves out of the way of the shot coming in his direction. One of the 10 quarter-finalists from the 13 boxers Kazakhstan sent to this edition of the World Championships. As for Brazil, TRINIDADE, one of 3 quarter-finalists from the 10 men they sent to Belgrade 2021. TRINIDADE trying to quicken his feet, and he's finding his man with straight punches. SABYRKHAN again electing to hold his feet, not more than we're used to seeing him do, but when he chooses to stick and move, well, he's very difficult to catch cleanly, but here he's willing to operate in the pocket and try to use his hand speed to beat his man to the punch. Nice movement with the head there and dipping at the knees, SABYRKHAN. His attempted southpaw right-left off the mark, just causing TRINIDADE to become a little bit disorganized by hitting after the referee's command. So the first round in the book, very competitive round of boxing. SABYRKHAN with some clean punch picking against TRINIDADE to take it unanimously. 10-9 for all 5 of the scoring judges. Some of the action then from the first round. SABYRKHAN using a lead left hand to very good effect, turned southpaw midway through the round. TRINIDADE had some successes of his own as well, because SABYRKHAN is holding his feet. Now, having established that 10-9 lead after 3 minutes of boxing, what posture will SABYRKHAN adopt here? So into the second round then. First tournament outside of Brazil for TRINIDADE. He's acquitted himself incredibly well to arrive here at this quarter-final stage. SABYRKHAN, despite being just 20 years of age, an accomplished boxer who has enjoyed continental and global success in terms of making it through to the medal podium all the way through his junior and youth career. Punch picking is being picked up now by SABYRKHAN, who, despite being off balance, still got through with a flashing right hand. 3 years ago in the youth edition of the World Championships, he came away with a bronze at 49 kilograms. A year later, he was crowned King of the Asian continent, taking Asian youth gold in the edition of the event in Ulaanbaatar in Mongolia. Competed in the Senior Asian Championships earlier this year, but was eliminated in the first preliminary round. Snaking left hand got through from SABYRKHAN. Oh, that's a blistering right-left combination out of the southpaw stance. Then he turns orthodox and helps himself to another combination success. And now he's picking up the speed of both his punch output and his foot movement, and he's proving very difficult for TRINIDADE to catch cleanly. Halfway through the second round, TRINIDADE, heavy-handed box puncher from Brazil, remaining in pursuit of his man, but not really able to close the distance and catch him cleanly. Will he have to invest in attacks of more than one phase? Will he continue to press behind the jab, perhaps concede a shot? But you can see how effective SABYRKHAN is at expanding and contracting the distance, fighting out of the shell in the corner and just ghosting his way out of there. That was a remarkable piece of escapology from the man in blue. TRINIDADE looking for the bolo shot now. Maybe he would be well advised to go down to the body to try and slow SABYRKHAN down, but it's difficult to tag the man with anything solid. Southpaw left lands from SABYRKHAN and backs up TRINIDADE, who's being reduced to swinging and missing now. Being picked off with increasing regularity by SABYRKHAN. SABYRKHAN stealing a glance to his corner, sprinting back into the pocket as he went looking for TRINIDADE. There's a good right hand landed by the boxer in red, but the subsequent shots were off the mark, as was that two-shot salvo. But TRINIDADE did get through to make it an exchange of single shots after that. And SABYRKHAN, hands down, concentrated, and look at the difference in how they return to their respective corners. TRINIDADE with his head down, cutting a rather forlorn figure, because it's proving to be a very difficult mission. Instructions of the Brazilian corner absolutely vital now. Second round completed, and both of them scored unanimously in favor of SABYRKHAN. 10-8 on the card of the judge from Sweden. So some of the action then from that second round, where SABYRKHAN picked up the pace, both with his feet and with his fists, and he put increasing distance between himself and Mikhail TRINIDADE in this battle between two talented 20-year-olds. Very good display of punch picking indeed. TRINIDADE has got to find a massive final round here. So as we go into the third and final round, Mikhail TRINIDADE is trailing by 20 points to 18 for 4 of the 5 judges, and 20 points to 17 on the card of 1 judge, after a 10-8 round was returned on the card of that observer at the end of the second. TRINIDADE takes a left uppercut on the inside. You can see that is a relatively small 54-kilogram bantamweight is SABYRKHAN. One suspects he could drop down quite easily. But of course, it's crowded in the Kazakh national team as TRINIDADE belting away looking for shots to the body. One suspects he could drop down to flyweight quite comfortably. Oh, that's a beautifully picked southpaw left once again. SABYRKHAN spoken to about keeping his head up. On TRINIDADE continuing to wait. That lead right hand wasn't too far away out of the southpaw stance. But given the power he possesses in his right hand, as an orthodox boxer, he's back orthodox now, but swinging and missing. And while the shot's returning to the on-guard position, look at the success that SABYRKHAN is able to enjoy. Terrific hand speed once again. Left hand over the top as he's operating as a southpaw. He has so many gears that he can engage, SABYRKHAN. Solid right hand landed with the inside of the glove by TRINIDADE. But again, he does possess some pop on his punches, the man in red. But look at the pressure that he's being placed under by the accurate punch picking of the man in blue. Surely you don't want to be in a corner against a man as sharp as this. Gets himself out of that confined position, back to the space of center ring. But TRINIDADE running out of time every elapsing second, taking SABYRKHAN closer to the final four. Left hand lands from TRINIDADE. His left hook to the body was caught by the right forearm of the man in blue, but then he came back and landed a solid jab and another one. Hard right hand bolo shot driven into the body by TRINIDADE, who maintained his attack there. More than a single phase of attack, and it paid dividends. So maybe he's got to continue to do that, but now he needs a knockout. He's got to take his man out of there inside the distance. As the two men exchange shots, TRINIDADE willing to concede being tagged as he goes in search of his own heavy punches, swinging and missing. Can't find a range, bombing away with that backhand, keeping composed under fire is SABYRKHAN. And he is going to see this one out, sort of something calamitous befalling him from his perspective. TRINIDADE continuing to compete. SABYRKHAN employing the layback, takes the right hand on the ropes, touches down as he attempted to move backwards to avoid the final shot fired in by TRINIDADE. He gave it absolutely everything and deserves immense credit for the spirited effort he produced. His coaches absolutely delighted with their charge. Remember, his first tournament outside of Brazil, competing in 3 tournaments on the global stage. But his championships will come to an end here and Makhmud SABYRKHAN will go through to the final 4 of the 54 kilogram bantamweight division. Let's get confirmation.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the bout number 410 in the ring A, the winner on points by unanimous decision is the boxer out of the blue corner, representing...
Well, SABYRKHAN goes through to the semi-final stage. A guaranteed world championship bronze and the attendant prize money. But this speedy little boxer from Kazakhstan has designs on going even further into the tournament. A brilliant display to eliminate Mikhail Douglas da Silva Trinidade of Brazil. He deserves considerable credit in his first championships outside of his country. He boxed very well indeed, winning 2 contests out of 3. A heavy-handed box puncher. And the emerging Olympic AIBA star boxing nation of Brazil have got another gem on their hands. If he can remain in the program, remain committed to his training, we'll no doubt see him again. But we're going to be seeing SABYRKHAN when we go to a one-ring operation here at the Stark Arena. He's through to the semi-finals. Wonderful to see that respect between everybody involved.